Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Kay, the blue collar worker, back at it with another tale of the tapes. How about that fight last night against Sean Porter and Terence Crawford? Wow, wasn't that a great fight? Unbelievable fight. It lived up to the build. I think they stopped it a little too soon, but that's just my opinion. Father knows best. But that fight was unbelievable. It showed one thing: Sean Porter, he's got the heart and the determination to try to win. And Terence Crawford showed you his whole package yesterday. Why he's probably, in my opinion, the number one welterweight champion in the world. But let's get into that. But before we get started, press like, and then subscribe to my videos. This way you can see more of them, and it helps with the algorithms so more people can see my videos. So press like if you like my videos. Okay, let's get started. So I think the next fighter for Terence Crawford should be Earl Spence. But before Earl Spence get to Terence Crawford, once he heals, because I looked at a video yesterday and Spence said he is in the gym. So I think once Spence heals completely, everything is good to go with his eyes, that he should take on Ugas, the one that beat Manny Pacquiao. Ugas got a record of 27, 4 and 2. And his net worth, I believe, is about $5 million. His age is 35. He's 5'9". He's got a reach of 68.9 inches. His stance is orthodox. And Earl the Truth Spence is the WBC IBF champion. He's got a net worth of about $9 million. His record is 27-0 with 21 by way of knockout. Spence is 31 years of age. His height is 5'10". He's got a reach of 72 inches. And Spence is also, his stance is southpaw. His last fight was against Danny Garcia, who says he's moving up to middleweight. Terence Crawford, he's the WBO welterweight champion. He's got a record of 37-0, 28 by knockout. His age is 34. His height is 5'8". His stance is southpaw, but he's a switch hitter. He's got a reach of 74 inches. His last fight was a TKO over Sean Porter. All right, now that we got all that out the way, I think that what should happen now is it should be like a unification type deal. Once Earl Spence is completely healed, he should take on Ugas. And the winner of that fight should take on Crawford. And then this way, everybody, all the belts will be had. Ugas, he's holding the WBA super welterweight title. And a lot of people don't really do a lot of talking about Ugas, but Ugas is a solid fighter. When he fought Sean Porter, Porter normally fights in the inside, but with Ugas looked huge over Porter, and Porter was dancing around on the outside. Porter got a win in that fight, but in my own opinion, I think it could have went either way. So, is Terence Crawford, is he a 40-60 fighter to Earl Spence? Is Spence still saying that? Does Spence think he deserves 60% and Crawford 40%? I mean, Crawford proved himself many times over that he should be an equal fighter when he fights Spence. I think it should be only fair 50-50. Think about it. Spence fought Kell Brooks, and Spence knocked him out in the 11th round. And Crawford beat Kell Brooks, and I think it only went 4 or 5 rounds. And then he beat Sean Porter. Sean Porter, Spence got a split decision. Crawford got a TKO in the 10th round. So, I mean, come on. I think Crawford is an equal player in this boxing game. It shouldn't be no 60-40. It should be 50-50. And I'll tell you why. People say, well, Spence is going to be the better fighter if he fought Crawford because Spence is taller. Yes, that's true. But Crawford has proved too many times that he can handle a bigger fighter. Look when he fought Victor Pastor. Victor Pastor was what, 5'11"? No problem. What about when he fought the really tall Jose Benavidez? Benavidez towered over him, and that was a great fight. Benavidez is like 5'11". Crawford is like 5'8". And then what about when he fought the rugged Jeff Horn? That was a wrestling match. So, I don't think we can use that argument. Not anymore. And then look what he did to Sean Porter. He retired Sean Porter. So all that's dead now. Now it's time to talk about the strengths of Earl Spence Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford. Crawford's strength is he don't have a problem fighting a bigger fighter. He's got the strength to wrestle in the ring. He can be physical. He's got great foot movement. He fights on different angles. He can go toe to toe if he need to. He's a switch hitter, means he can go left or right. Doesn't matter to him. Great combinations. Good counter puncher. He gets better as the fight goes on. Great finisher and a focused fighter. Earl the True Spence, solid hard body puncher, great jab, great counter puncher, good combinations. Spence tends to fight moving straight ahead, straight forward. He tend to fight with his head up, and I think that can be like not too good when you're holding your head straight up because you're susceptible to getting hit. Spence is a focused fighter, and he can be relentless when he come after you. So, who is the better fighter? Well, Earl Spence, he did beat Danny Garcia. Garcia moved up in weight. He didn't want any more of the welterweight division. Spence did beat Sean Porter. He did beat the smaller Mikey Garcia. He beat Kell Brook in his prime, and he beat Chris Algieri. So both of these guys, to me, are equal. We can't go by, names, because names don't mean diddly until you get in that ring. And then that's when you see the real fighter. We've seen that many times over. And I think that all said that when these guys get in the ring, eventually it's going to be a really good fight. And you're talking millions of dollars. Because Spence, he's doing Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao thing. He want to let this fight marinate. He wanted to build up between him and Crawford. And then this way, when they do fight, it's going to be worth millions of dollars. Because Spence look like what he want to do. Once he make that big payday, he bought him a ranch somewhere. I believe it's in Texas. And then he's just going to ride off into the sunset. And Crawford done did all he could do for the game of boxing too. I mean, these guys they're not spring chickens. Crawford is 34? Spence is 31. And your Ugas is 35. So these guys aren't, they don't have a lot more years to go in this game. So it's in boxing, you got to make all the money you can while you can, because you're only one punch from being retired, and just as Sean Porter did. So I just think that whenever Crawford and Spence do meet in the ring, it's going to be a heck of a fight. So the question is, who do you think will win? Do you think the taller, hard-punching Spence? Or do you think the agile, gifted Crawford that can do so many things in the ring will win? I'll be honest with you. I like both of these guys. I do. I like Spence and I like Crawford. But I think that Crawford will probably edge it out. Now that I saw what he did to Sean Porter, I would have to go with Crawford. Crawford got a lot of tools in the toolbox that he can work with. And again, he only gets better as the fight progresses. So that's all I have on this one. Great fight, guys. Sean Porter and Terence Crawford. That was an excellent fight. And press like if you like my video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And it also helps with the algorithms. Doesn't cost you anything. Okay, again, this is Kay, the blue collar worker, back at it with another tale of the tapes. And I'll see you in my next fight. Thank you guys. Have a great day.